Hello students. In the last chapter we have seen the condition of our country during the phase of 1950 to 1990 and whatever policies and reforms were made at that time. Now we will see the new economic reforms since 1991, that is the new chapter from Indian economic development. So students, from 1991 a new economic policy was adopted. This economic policy was made by the group of all the intellectuals, economists, okay? But the main role in the formation was of the finance minister of that time, Dr. Manmohan Singh, and our prime minister, P.V. Narasimha Rao. So they made a new economic policy of 1991. The key elements included in this new economic policy were liberalization, privatization, and globalization, which you might have studied in previous classes also. Okay, so this we will see one by one. Firstly, let us see that why this new economic policy was required. Okay, many changes were made during the phase of 1950 to 1990, but why then we needed this new economic policy? The first point is high fiscal deficit. Students, during that phase from 1950 to 1990, our position of economy was not very good and we were in a form of high fiscal deficit. It means that our government was required to borrow money from outside sources very much. Okay, that's why we were having high fiscal deficit at that time. BOP crisis means balance of payment crisis. It means that our balance of payment was not stable. There was no balance between the imports and exports. Okay, fall in foreign exchange reserve. Fall in foreign exchange reserve means that it also shows the growth of the economy, the foreign exchange that we have. Okay, but at that time we were having very less of foreign currencies, which showed that our economy was going downwards. Inflation. Inflation here means rise in the prices of commodity. So a market had the situation of inflation, due to which people were having problem and economic growth was not seen. Poor performance of public sector units. So we have seen that during IPR 1956, okay, government had the monopoly of industries and all the industries were in control of government, but they were performing very poorly. There was no profit seen in them and hence it did not contributed in the economic development. So these were the drawbacks or the reasons why we were needed the new economic policy. Okay, so the new economic policy was made and liberalization, privatization and globalization was adopted. We will deal with the first one, that is liberalization. So liberalization, in simple word, it means freedom of producing units from controls imposed by government. It simply means that earlier government imposed many rules and regulation and controls on the private producing units. Now all those were removed. Okay, freedom was provided to the producing units and this policy came to be known as liberal policies. So sector wise we will see what changes or reforms were made. First one is industrial sector reform. Abolition of licensing system. So we have seen that earlier to open any new industry, okay, license was required. We were required to take license from the government. Now this was abolished. Now there was no licensing system. Only some of the sectors were there, like dangerous chemicals or atomic things. Okay, in those categories license was required, alcohol, cigarettes, but in other there was no license required. Contraction of public sector. So we have seen that 17 industries were solely reserved for the government only. Now those 17 were contracted. Now availability to private sector was also made. De-reservation of production areas. Some production areas were reserved, that in those areas only small scale industries could be established and hence those areas were de-reserved. Okay, it was open for all now. Freedom to import capital goods. So the private individuals were now provided freedom that they can easily import the goods from outside the country also. So these were the reforms made in the industrial sector. Now we will see the changes in finance sector. First one is change in role of RBI. So Reserve Bank of India, it controls our whole economy, okay, the finance sector. So earlier the rules were very strict and RBI was a kind of controller, okay, a regulator. But now the role of RBI changed. It now played a freedom policy, okay. It made the other banks and economy a kind of liberal, freely, okay. So change in role of RBI was seen. It now facilitated the other banks to perform freely. Allowed foreign investors. Foreign investors were now allowed to invest in our country so that we may receive more and more foreign currencies and our foreign exchange reserve could improve. Next is fiscal reform. Fiscal reform here simply relates to the taxation policies, okay? So earlier taxation policy was very complex. People were not understanding the taxation policy. So the taxation policy was now simplified so that people could understand and pay more and more taxes. Reduced tax. Tax rates were also somehow reduced so that people would not evade the taxes. Foreign exchange reform. Foreign exchange reform here means that what changes were made in the foreign exchange, okay, devaluation of rupee. Devaluation of rupee here means that the value of rupee was devalued, it was reduced so that the foreigners could more and more invest in our country, okay. If they will invest or do the transaction and if the value of rupee is down, then it will be less costly for the foreigners, okay, and they will transact more and more. So devaluation of rupee was done. Foreign trade. Under this reform, foreign trade, what reforms were made in foreign trade? Removal of tariff and quota. So we have seen that earlier there was restriction, okay? Tariff rate was imposed on the import of goods and quota system was followed. That we will import but in limit. Now this all were removed and we could easily import and export the goods from foreign market. So students, this liberal policy was adopted so that our private sector could freely invest in the market, they could freely establish the industry and which would ultimately help in the growth of economy. Thank you.